What Macklin Celebrini is doing this season is simply unbelievable. He's making history in ways that has him in the same conversation as Wayne Gretzky and Sidney Crosby. The San Jose Sharks rookie has factored in on 50.8% of the team's goals this season, a rate that would represent the highest ever recorded by a teenager in NHL history. He's the only teenager named to an Olympic team, and he just had himself a dog of a performance in this game against the LA Kings. Now, this is a big game for the Western Conference standings. Both of these teams are fighting for a wild card spot. Lots of bad blood and history between both of these franchises, so let's jump right into it. The first period had no score, so we go to the second where the Sharks have a power play and Celebrini gets right into the mix. Now, San Jose's power play is middle of the pack of the league, but they have the right idea here to get on the board. The biggest thing for power plays to have success is movement and having your deadliest players attack from different areas on the ice to make it unpredictable. You'll see here early in the power play, the Sharks are in this 1-3-1, and watch how they go from the flank to the bumper to down low, and then watch Celebrini on the far flank to sprint to the post to try and make this a 2-on-1. That's just a tiny example right there, but then watch the next shift. The Sharks get moving again. This time, they go into almost this 2-3 spread with Celebrini high at the point. It eventually funnels to him, and it's these little things that create the goals. Watch him walk this puck to the middle here, just a quick 2 steps, and what this does is it just adds to the layers that Kemper, the goalie here, has to deal with. Because Wennberg is doing a fantastic job with the screen here, Kemper has got to go into this relaxed stance to see through the traffic while also shifting his feet to stay square with the puck. Celebrini knows this, and he just throws a perfectly played softball to make it a tippable puck. It causes a bounce, chaos ensues, and Toffoli buries it to make it 1-0 for the Sharks to get on the board. Now, keep in mind this power play movement later in the game as it comes back into play. Now the Kings need a response, so 8 minutes left in the second. It's a face-off, and the mandate here, no matter what, on a defensive zone face-off loss, is man-on-man coverage. Take a look at this set play from LA, and keep an eye on Fiala on the left wing. This is going to be Leddy's assignment off the draw here, but as soon as LA snaps it back, Fiala is going to swing directly to the half wall while everyone else marks their man. This is such a great play if you win the faceoff because you force this defender to have to vacate the front of the net in order to stay with his man. It's an unnatural read for the defender, which causes a slight delay. That is all Fiala needs to get open for this pass, and even though Leddy closes in on him and blocks the shot perfectly, the Kings get a good bounce because they had the right process. Sure enough, it ends up in the back of the net, and this is a 1-1 game tied going into the third. Fast forward to 14 minutes left in this game, the Sharks find themselves on the power play again, and we see them cooking once more. Celebrini starts again at the point, and watch him here with the truck stick, just bullies this guy off the puck, says, "Get off me there," and then just look at all the movement. Once again, the structure is so fluid that the Killers don't even know who to cover. You got a guy swinging into the bumper, you got each flank swinging up high, and then Celebrini coming down Main Street into your living room, and then another great heads-up play by him as he drives down low to get all the Killers to collapse. Because he does this, they got all day at the blue line to make a play. They can watch all 3 Lord of the Rings movies and still make a play. The Sharks end up scoring to take a 2-1 lead. Celebrini doesn't get a point on the play, but his drive makes it all possible. Now, the Kings, they did have their way with San Jose with extended zone time in the third period, and because the Sharks play this hybrid system where they go man-on-man when the puck is up high and then zone coverage when it's down low, any sort of low-to-high movement was killing them in this game, and it creates the game-tying goal for LA and also the apparent go-ahead goal. But hold the phone here, Gary. They take another look at this one, and we got goaltender interference, which means this game is still tied. That being said, the Kings smell blood. The final 2 minutes, they have extended zone time, and again, with 3 Kings high, each Shark tries to attach to a man, but the movement of LA causes all the confusion. Joel Edmondson sends a piss missile, and it beats Askarov clean. He wants that one back. LA takes a late 3-2 lead. Things are looking bleak, but this is where the Macklin Celebrini show gets started. Crunch time, need a goal. Goalies pulled 6-on-5. Looks like the Kings are going to clear it. Celebrini, though, like Neo in the Matrix, bats this one down to keep it in the zone and gets to work. Look at the toe caps of Fogle here, pointing towards the middle. Celebrini's licking his chops, seeing that. He attacks the heels of Fogle. That's one down. Out steps Byfield. He wants some action. Little stick handle in a phone booth. Gets by him. And look at this. Fogle comes back for more, and the back pressure draped all over Celebrini. He ain't having any of it. The kid has magnet stick activated, and he beats Kemper to the deck. Friendly reminder to close your damn legs there, pal. What an effort on this one. It is all tied up. That is some superstar stuff from the kid, Macklin Celebrini. So, We go to 3-on-3 OT, and the brilliance continues. Now, in 3-on-3, defensive assignments are simple as well. Everyone plays man-on-man, so Celebrini's man here is Adrian Kempe. People talk about his two-way game at his age, and his roots like this show just how aware he is on this side of the puck. He's going to manufacture a turnover here by forcing Kempe's hand by taking this direct route to cut off any lane to the middle. So Kempe has to either swing out of the zone, make a play through him, or drop it to support. The drop to support is the safer option to keep the puck in the O zone, considering that Celebrini has completely cut off the angle at this point. This is right where he wants it. But even here, the kid shows some more wizardry and the foresight. When Kempe drops this puck, the right play is to make an offensive stick check here to buy his teammate some time. We see players do this all the time to tie up the opposing player's stick to create just a second of space or a lane opening for his teammate. And knowing Celebrini has the jump, Kempe does this. He gets ahead of it. He knows it's coming. But Celebrini, the cheeky bastard, lifts his stick perfectly at the time Kempe goes for that to avoid the tie-up and get first to the puck. It happens so fast you'd miss it at first, but it's all the difference to him getting to that puck. He chips it off the boards. Now he's on a 2-on-1, and I hate to break it to you, but at just 19, this kid is already a sleazy business salesman. Don't trust a damn thing he sells you. Kemper, as the goalie here, has to respect the shot. Any 2-on-1 situation, goalie takes the shooter, defender takes the pass, but Celebrini clouds his intentions so well here right up until this point. If you're Kemper or even Kempe playing defense, how the hell do you know what's coming here? If you look at the feet and body, they're all pointing towards the net, showing shot. He's loaded on his front leg, the top hand flares out. All this is saying shot except for the eyes, Chico. He's looking at his teammate the entire time, but plenty of guys do this too. They give it the old no-looker shot where they use their teammate as a decoy and then fire it on net. So Kempe sees all this as a defender and thinks he's loading up. I want to get a stick on it. So he lunges at Celebrini. The unreal separation from the top half of his body from the bottom half allows him to pass this puck last second. Kempe and Kemper are lost at sea. Game, set, and match. The Sharks win. Celebrini, 3-point night, 12-game point streak, and a superstar performance to carry his team to 2 points. He's been doing this all season, but this was a deep dive on his game and how he's been executing it on almost every single shift. After that game, he's third in points, and he's in conversation with some of the best of all time. He's competing with McDavid and McKinnon, and he's only a damn teenager, 19 years old. There was a debate about whether or not he was a generational talent at the beginning of the season, but man, how do you see this and think he's not? I know he's drawn a ton of comparisons to Sidney Crosby. They call him Crosby 2.0 because of how complete of a game he plays. And apparently, Coach Dean Evison, who was the coach of Canada at the Worlds, said that Crosby requested to play with Celebrini. I don't know if there's any bigger compliment as a hockey player than having Sidney Crosby request to play on your line. The kid is unbelievable. Can't wait to see him in best on best. Let me know your thoughts down below. Does Celebrini win the Hart Trophy if San Jose makes the playoffs? Drop a comment, and if you want more hockey breakdowns and weekly recaps, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss a single thing.